What's up, everybody? Good evening from Panama. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm in the middle of a fast. I started yesterday at about 6 p.m. and it ends tomorrow at around 10 a.m. So, yay. So about 40-hour fast. Feels good. I don't know if you guys have done any research into fasting, but I've been doing intermittent fasting for a long time. It's one of the things that helped me cure my issues with my kidneys. Gives you mental clarity. I do the 18-6, so 18 hours of fasting, 6 hours eating window. But I feel like I can graduate to the next level now, and I'm going to do alternate day fasting, but only on Tuesday, Mondays and Wednesdays. Those will be my fasting days. So, and then regular intermittent fasting. So, yeah, it's kind of nuts. That's how you get. That's what you got to do when you want to change your life around. You got to change your health around. You got to do some batshit crazy stuff that you never thought you would do in the past. And as a guy who recently was right around 350, I want to be here for my kids. So drastic measures are called for. So here we are. Funkmaster HEX says, "Hey Randers, what was the supplements you suggested to people who had gotten the jab?" I did put it in the chat. Zeolite and nattokinase. Nattokinase breaks down the fibrogen, which is causing the clots, and zeolite helps take the heavy metals out of your system through your digestive tract. It's amazing. Just make sure that when you take your zeolite, that you take it in the morning, first thing, and use a ceramic cup. Don't use a metallic cup because it will pull the ions away from whatever metal you're using. And don't use plastic because, plastic, not a good idea. Even though I'm not following my own rule tonight. Free Starbucks cup they gave us. It says choose to reuse. Okay, Starbucks. Okay. Go along with the agenda. Humberto's here. Yo, 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 familia. Cheers from Randy's beloved Panama. Yeah. Humberto's here. Kinetics. He says, Humberto says, "I went to Tower Bank today. When I mentioned Anna and Randy's name, I was treated like royalty. Annabelle, the girl who took care of me, answered all my questions, opened my account, and even got me a debit card." Yes, sir. They are wonderful over there. Goodbye, Coinbase, to retrieve my funds. Thank you, Anna and Randy. You guys are awesome. Dinner on me tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. We're going to go to Gaucho's. It's a Argentine steakhouse. It's pretty nice. It's not a super expensive place. It's just a really homey atmosphere, and I haven't had a steak in a while, so looking forward to it. Hey, Randy, you always have to make it live. Hexing Contractor, welcome. Good fine, sir. You ready for launch mid-May? Jeez, I sure hope so, Corey. So one of the HEX sharks, one of the big dogs in the HEX community, messaged me, and he's like, "Oh, Randy, I want to be a validator." I think he's probably sacked about $1 million worth for Pulse Chain. And he's like, "Is it possible to have more than one validator?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. You guys said if you want, you can have 1,000 validators." And I sent him the video that Corey did today with Feder. What a great video! If you haven't seen it, check it out. Here, actually, I'm going to post it. I want everybody who's thinking about being a validator, or even if you're not, if you want to understand how Pulse Chain works, this is how you do it. Corey's channel here. Oh, Crypto Millionaires with Corey Geary. I want to be a crypto millionaire. Let's see. It was a live, so it's under lives. Found it. Okay. Great video. Where's StreamYard? Go all over the place here. There you go. That's the link to Corey's video. Hello, Doug. Doug made it. Locksmith. And Randy Pulse Chain, it's only a motion away. That's true. Hydroxy hydroxytyrosol. Sandra, I don't know that one. Hydroxytyrosol. That's a new one for me. You know what's really annoying? I just started taking NMN, nicotinamide nucleotide. It's supposed to be this wonderful anti-aging supplement. And I heard that the FDA was going to possibly take it down. They cannot sell it as a supplement any longer. So I bought a few extra. I now have enough for like 8 months. Well, now even the other company I bought it from on Amazon has that taken down. And come to find out, you guys know Senor Sinclair, the doctor from Harvard that's been telling everyone that NMN is so amazing? Well, it was his company that he founded that lobbied the FDA to take NMN off of the shelves. Why do you think they did that? Because they have their own proprietary blend and they want to make sure that they corner the market. So now you and I aren't able to buy NMN, and I'm guessing that it's only going to be available through prescription or by prescription, and it's going to be very expensive. What kind of bullshit is that? So this guy, David Sinclair, is blowing up all over the internet with all this anti-aging stuff. And apparently this is not the first time he's done this. He did this with resveratrol back in the day. This is the second time he's done this. So what the hell? I totally lost respect for the guy today. Some other doctor called him out. I found a YouTube video where the doctor just slammed him for doing what he's doing. How I Made said, INC is the new BTC. Fiat, 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 fiat. Yeah, man. My favorite. Okay, I don't want to hurt any feelings, but the fiat ecosystem is my favorite ecosystem in Pulse Chain. Why? Because I'm a degen by nature. And fiat is the natural home for degens. Sandy Beach, good evening to you. Good morning, Sandy. Sandy and Sandy. So you will awaken in autophagy. No more hunger, tons of energy. Congratulations. That's right. Yep. It's already been, it's already been 27 hours or so since the last time I ate anything. Feel good, feel fine. Tex HEX, what's going on? I've been doing berberine. I feel so much better. I almost feel 10 years younger. Yeah, berberine's amazing. If you don't want another drug that this guy David Sinclair tells everyone to take is called metformin. Metformin is a drug that diabetics take that keeps their blood levels from their insulin levels from spiking. And if you don't want to take metformin, which has some side effects, especially gives you upset stomach and other things to do with your digestive system, I recommend taking berberine because berberine is the all-natural supplement. It comes from tree bark from many different kinds of plants. I take I don't know how many milligrams, maybe it's 500 milligrams a day. And it does a wonderful job. It keeps your insulin from spiking. So that's what mom's taking rather than using metformin. Uncle Will, what's up? I'll be making more videos about health stuff. I think for those I should be doing like interview type styles with people. The Zoo369 says the Uniswap charged me fees even though transaction failed. Normal? Did I screw up something? The Zoo369, I'm sorry to say that has nothing to do with Uniswap. That has everything to do with how cryptocurrency works. You get charged no matter whether your transaction works or does not. It stinks, man. So many times in my crypto career, I've had transactions fail and it cost me, especially during 2021 when sometimes the fees were like $80 and then your transaction fails and you just want to go put a hole in the wall because you get so pissed. Yeah, not cool. Sorry, Zeus at 369. You gotta sometimes you have to increase your slippage and increase your how much GWEI you're gonna pay. And that's all. I know that's intermediate crypto, but if you want to bypass all that, go into the description below and sign up for Aurochs, because Aurochs, what they do is they show you a much higher fee than you're probably going to pay, but they only use what makes sure that your transaction goes through, so you're not going to have the failed transaction. The only reason why the Aurochs one would fail is if you don't have your slippage set higher and the market is moving faster than you can get your transaction through. That's the only reason why it would fail then, rather than just because Gwei is just going so freaking high. I hope you understood that. I know that's intermediate stuff, but it took me forever to learn these things with Ethereum. But now you are lucky that you got guys like me who've already spent thousands of dollars on failed transactions. Diamond Dave says, hey, Randy, what would it take for Johnny Chaos theory of EHEX PX to pump in unison after launch? Well, it's not going to be right after launch, Diamond Dave. It's going to take time. It's going to have to simmer. What it's going to take is going to take a lot of us to come in, provide liquidity, wrapped EHEX, wrapped PHEX, and over time, I think that we could have a close, they won't have parity, but I think it could be closer. Now, it could be done really easy if the OA did it, but it would require a lot of liquidity. I think it's better if it's done organically rather than some one group trying to do it all. It's better if all of us do it. I don't think we'll ever have exact parity. Oh crap, taking the zeolite at night. Oh, well, how's everyone? Mudhog, yes, early morning, first thing when you wake up. Before you drink anything, don't mix it with anything, take it by itself. What is up with all the fear of this slippage on the swap? You mean you're talking about Brainmark for real? Are you talking about when Pulse Chain launches? Because when Pulse Chain launches, there's going to be tons of slippage, tons, because the liquidity for most pairs is going to be teeny tiny. So you'll have to change your slippage to like 3%, 5%, stuff like that to get your transaction to go through. So what's best to do is not try to do any trading. Just forget trading. If you're going to do anything, set a limit order. And I'm pretty sure that PulseX is going to have limit orders. You set the limit order and you let someone else execute the trade. That way you don't have the issue with slippage. Bonjour, B-Flow. Changing up the language. Hello, Mike James. Have you considered rapamycin? No, I have not. I don't even, what I've heard another one, rapamycin. Remember correctly, that's an old school antibiotic, isn't it? Pretty sure. Remember it from my nursing days. Hey, Russ. Good evening to you, sir. Corey, that stream rocked. VPN, everything. Yeah, I learned, man, Feder was dropping knowledge bombs today. I didn't know half the stuff he was talking about. I was like, man, this guy's smart. Hello from Taiwan. Thanks, Randy. I followed the same fasting regime as you, and it works well for me. Just have an espresso and water in the morning. That's right. That's all I had this morning. Black coffee. And I still have my lemon juice with apple cider vinegar, which are okay. They don't cause any insulin spikes. Yeah, David Sinclair. Guy's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I mean, I don't mind capitalism at all. What I do mind is fascism. And what he's doing is a fascist way of controlling a market. So I want control of this market. Okay, I go to the government and get all the other guys outlawed so that only me with the stamp of approval by the government is allowed to sell my products. That's fascism. I'm totally against that. Yeah, it's very disappointing. Hydroxytyrosol is for post-COVID long haul. Okay. Is the strongest antioxidant is a byproduct of yes, I have heard of this one. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to write that down too. Yes, I have heard of that one. Hydroxytyrosol. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, they do a good job. Hello, Bob. Good to see you, sir. Hey, Bob, the company that you buy your supplements from, are they based in the US? I can't remember. I think you told me, or are they based in Canada? So I got to find a Canadian company. Fasting is amazing. I got myself down to 144 pounds last year, building lean muscle now. Nice, Bob. eFiat is supposed to launch the platform in a few hours. Oh, nice. Buy the rumor, sell the news event. I wonder if the token's going to take a dip. Everyone's saying hi. 833 watts of burn today. 833 watts of NFTs were burned. That's a lot of freaking NFTs. Usually it's like 3 or 4. Bob says, I take it all. NMN, berberine, spermidine, quercetin, TMG, D3, magnesium L-threonate, greens, and omega-369. Turning 60 this year. There you go. Nice, Bob. Amazing. Holy Watsa. Exactly. Ted, was that you? Icosa is amazing last couple days. That's great, Bob. I haven't even checked. I haven't looked at mine. Z, thank you. Yeah, Yorgi did a great job. He's such a great guy. I really appreciate him. Even though I'm closer with Taras, the other founder, the CMO or the COO. I've never really gotten to speak to Yorgi like we did last night. So that was cool getting to know him a little bit. Hey, Randy, I can tell I still have a lot to learn. Oh, hell yeah, we all do. Yeah, I'm taking the resveratrol too, but I ordered a higher quality resveratrol. I had the cheapy one. Now I'm getting the higher quality. It should be here this week. Couple more farms active today in V4. Oh, Uncle Will, find some new toys to go play with. Let's do it. I did stop resveratrol because I fast so much it gave me diarrhea. TMI, Bob. TMI. Peso dude, what's going on? Dr. Alan Green is a good reference for rapamycin. It's an anti-rejection drug. I've been taking it for 4 years, small dose once weekly. Nice. Does Thailand have good stem cells like Panama? FMX, I don't know. But if you go to Mexico, you can go see our boys at Dream Body Clinic. You know, these guys need to freaking put a stamp on my show or be a sponsor or something, because I'm always talking about them. And they accept HEX. Ain't that cool? And speaking of the cover image tonight, just head towards the light. It'll be all right. Buy HEX, stake HEX, and everything will be fine. Get your Hedron, stake your Hedron, earn Icosa. It's all good. Stick in the HEX ecosystem, you're going to be a happy camper. Michael, I really don't do the electrolyte thing. I still take my supplements. I take my magnesium, my potassium, which is tough to take. Have you ever tried to take potassium on an empty stomach? It's not easy. Oh, God. What? 6x normal? Luke Duke. Mike says, have you ever heard of high volume, low calorie diets? I've seen people get good results with that diet. You basically eat food with a lot of volume, but low. Yeah, sure. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm switching up from the heavy meat side of things, trying to get away from the carnivore, the keto, stuff like that, and more towards. I'm reading this book. It's been amazing. It's called Fiber Fueled. So it's more vegetables and fruits, even barley and things like that. You just the goal is to have like 40 different fruits and vegetables in your diet every week with a little bit of meat, not overdoing it. Because remember, I lived in Italy for a long time. And one of the things about Italian diets, and the Mediterranean diet is known to be one of the best around, is that if you go to an Italian restaurant in Italy, you're served a lot of vegetables. You're served a lot of, you got olive oil all over everything, a little bit of bread and a little piece of meat or fish or something, a lot of fish. And I think that's because I live in Panama. I'm blessed. This place got the best fish around. On the side of our fish market is a big Japanese flag. Why do you think? It's because the Japanese, they take almost all the fish from here. their tuna, their yellowfin, and all that they use for the sashimi and their sushi. It's all sent from Panama. So I'm blessed here. I love it. Alpha ketoglutarate. I take glutamine. I don't know. Does it the same thing, Sandra? Hans Crypto says 3-cent hex coming soon on Twitter chart he posted. That's totally possible. Z, if launch chain does not launch soon, or launch chain, if Pulse chain does not launch soon, we will see 3-cent hex again. No doubt in my mind. You guys are so knowledgeable. FMX Dream Body Clinic in Mexico. They take HEX and USDC. Yes, they do. Puerto Vallarta. And they're also anarchists like myself. There you go. L-carnitine will also help you burn fat and energy. And plus, I'm going to the gym every morning. Every morning, I don't stop. I do my keto, my kettlebells. Look, guys, it's going to come off. Randy's going to be a whole different guy a year from now. Probably not the first to ask, but what would be your strategy if you didn't sacrifice for PLS and PLSX? If it's not too much to ask, just want to know your take. Well, we've discussed many, many ways of doing this. I think that the whole get HEX is, you could do HEX. HEX is a great plan, but not in order to pick up Pulse Chain. As long as you're not buying the HEX in order to sell for Pulse Chain on day 1, day 2, maybe even day 3, day 4, as long as you're doing that, you're going to be fine. But don't expect that your copy is going to be able to buy you a ton of Pulse Chain. The slippage is going to be too high. It's just you're going to get wrecked. So my original plan was to sell on the pump, all my liquid stuff, convert it to other ERC20s that are going to get copies. That could be Icosa, Hedron, Maxi, any of that kind of stuff. And then after launch, I was going to convert everything back to USDC or Ethereum, wrap it, and bring it over to Pulse Chain to buy Pulse Chain, to buy PulseX and PHEX. That was the original goal. Richard kind of bent us over and stuffed the boot up our asses. He said, we're not doing that. So what I did is I just sold my HEX and bought Icosa and staked it, because Icosa is going to have massive yield all the way up until August. So I'll take advantage of that and let that ride and see how it goes. I really don't have any answers for everybody. We're too up in the air. This is new territory here. But don't think that your PHEX is going to be able to buy a ton of Pulse. It's just not going to work out for you. Small window, lots of people trying to do it. Little bit of liquidity. Be patient. Uncle Will was deported from Mexico. They should open a clinic in Thailand. I think that he just manages it. I think the owners are the doctors. So I don't know. They're probably Mexican doctors. Giving away HEX now is like BTC when it was 6 cents for some therapy. Ted Naiman from Seattle is another good doctor to follow. He's like 50 and looks 35. Amazing. He promotes protein, working out to failure, and more. Yeah, this working out to failure is a great thing. Hard to do, though. Hard to do it in practice. It's tough. Have you ever done a weight and then your whole body's shaking? It's tough. Reminds me back when I was in the military in boot camp. I was trying to get out that 50-second push-up. My whole body's just quivering just to pass my final PT test. I could do like 200 sit-ups, but my push-ups, I'm like, oh my God. I got these freaking monkey arms, man. They're so long. Here. Thank you, Pepe. I'm not into meme coins that much. See? Uncle Will's a happy customer. Okay, thank you, Sandra. It's not the same. All right. Speaking of fishing, find anything out about the charter? Oh, I already told you. When you're ready for a charter, come on up or down, wherever you are. Not a problem. My friend just bought a boat, so you might not need a charter. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Pepe guy. Bye-bye. You guys are going deep in the supplements. I'm absolutely jumping on some cheap Pulse X for sure. What happened to ASIC? I don't know, Expedition. I don't own that. Never have, never will. Optimality, let's go. I worked out to failure, then I was sore for a week. Exactly. It's difficult. I just started the ice baths too. Jeez. Alpha ketoglutarate extends lifespan in various organisms. It can significantly improve health span in older organisms. Jeez. There's so many supplements. I'm already taking like 30. Alpha ketoglutarate. And there's peptides out there. Jeez, so many different things. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. Ask Dumpther. He's a wrecking ball of PLSD and ASIC. and HEX and Hedron. Dumpther. Oh, God. Okay. Just do grounding every day. You'll be shocked. Hey, Bob, I've got my grounding mat in my bed. We got one on my side. I got one on my wife's side. It's great stuff. And people think I'm nuts. Well, my son has his football practices and he's out there running around doing his thing. I'll just take my shoes off, take my socks off, sit in the grass. All the Panamanians are looking at me like I'm nuts. There's this big ass dude just sitting there chilling in the grass. What's he doing? Why is he taking his sneakers off? Oh, God. Show question. Orax question from last night about pulling transactions for taxes. Are you still able to copy your address to a coin aggregator site for filing if you do file in Panama? CryptoBears, in Panama, we're not required. So my wife doesn't have to file. So we never had to look at that. Panama is really cool because it's one of the few countries in the world where anything is legal tender. It's part of the charter of the country. So if I want to use a cow as legal tender, it's legal tender and there's no taxes on it. So the whole idea that Panama is going to make a law that makes cryptocurrencies legal and legal tenders, in my opinion, it's just redundancy because it's already that way. Makes no sense. Yep. Love it, Bob. I love it, love it, love it. Yep. When we used to have our beach house, I didn't put my shoes on for a couple of days. Loved it. Cooking dinner and then gonna hang with the GIF. Girlfriend before bed. Trust all is well with you. Oh, thank you, Belly. Oh, he's talking to Bob, but thank you, Brand, for me too. Maybe because they can smell your fever across the field. Can always count on you, B-Flow. Sorry, asked a supplement question to start with and change the course of the stream. What milligrams of nattokinase? I have no idea. I just take one every day. I take it because of just in case of spike proteins and stuff like that. I know it's overkill. My ETH-W Icosa stake is up today, so I'll practice making 90-day stakes. Nice, Bob. I got to go check my ETH-W in a couple weeks. I did it like 3 weeks ago. Melv Tony. V4 PLS, PLSX numbers look lovely. Yes, they do. In fact, the reason why dogs shake themselves after standing on the ground is because of the grounding effect. Oh, wow. Because it feels good, right? They get tingles. Hey, people, think I'm crazy with this theory. No point launching now. Dead market. So if happens now, who would they think? Would they make $1 million overnight? Crypto needs to be going crazy to make the gains. I mean, if GMX did amazing during this bear market, Pepe is doing amazing during this bear market. Was it 20,000x or something? So I kind of disagree with you. I think Pulse Chain could have its own bull. It won't be as big, obviously, as if we were, knee deep in a bull market, but it'll still be fun. And then when the bull market comes, we'll get a double top. Randy, can you use the Trezor with your Aurochs wallet? Yeah, absolutely, Craig. That makes sense in your area, but I got to deal with the U.S. tax system. I know, crypto berries. I know. Panama's amazing. Not for everybody. You always got to come visit first. Bob Wells, yeah, that sounds. I think dogs are shaking off stress. Yeah, that too. Or fleas, or they're just so excited. We get the same thing. We get the goosebumps and stuff. Maybe it's something similar. So let me share the charts here because we haven't looked at the charts in a while. Look at that pullback. So juicy. Let me get rid of this one. No, Randy, what'd you do? There we go. All right. So 5 months, green ORX indicator for Bitcoin. DI still looks good. That's demand index. We still have greed in the market, which is interesting to me because I thought with the pullback it would have came back down to the zero line, but we're still up. Let's check the weekly. Weekly, we do have 2 weeks now, red ORX indicator. If that stays red for 2 more weeks, then we're going to get a red ORX indicator for the monthly, I think. That'll be interesting to see. Demand index looks good. We still have some greed in the market, even though it's back down to yellow. We're getting close. Daily, still red. DI is under the zero line. Look at the BGMC. It's way under right now, but maybe it's going to head back up. So if you listen, we got a nice pullback. Here we go. Monthly on the Ethereum, 4 months green. DI looks good. On the weekly, we got a red ORX indicator for this week. But everything else looks pretty decent. What the daily? Oof. That's pretty fugly right there. Nothing looks good on the daily. Like even the BGMC AI is heading down. Sorry, ETH. It looks like you're going down. Maybe we'll get some lower fees for transactions. HEX on the monthly still going up. 6 months strong. Weekly. Well, yeah, 5 weeks. 5 weeks of red, and the monthly didn't go red. Interesting. So I just proved my little theory wrong there. Oh, because right here we got the moving averages going. The red just went above the green 4 weeks ago. Wonder what it's going to take for it to go red on the monthly. And the daily, 2 days in the red now. The BGMC is just under the red. Need to get that back over. So not looking terrible. We're pretty stable. Hedron had a nice little bounce today. It's up 3%. And the weekly looking good for Hedron. So yeah, markets don't look too bad. Not terrible. I thought it was going to be worse than this. I thought we were going to have a real pullback, but got a teeny tiny pullback. ETH is going to dump for PLS. Wouldn't that be something? I'm not sure it will, but I don't think they really even think about us right now. I know when I sit and I talk to my ETH whale friend, he just looks at me when I start talking about Pulse Chain. He's like, "Yeah, Randy, yeah, Randy, sounds great." He just keeps nodding. Yeah, that's great, Randy. I'm so happy for you. I sacrificed for PulseX, but yeah, I'm happy for you. Oh God. I wonder with this pullback, people are in stables ready to deploy, maybe into Pulse Chain. Crypto Compassion, that's a good question. We could pull back more. Remember, we got really bad banking going on right now. The world is pretty ugly. So they say sell in May and go away. I know that's a stock market thing, but maybe it's time that we have that breather and maybe Bitcoin goes back to 20K, 19K, maybe as low as its old bottom of 15.5. Let's see if that happens. If that happens, just that scene where the guy from Little Rascals, a little kid, he's throwing cash out the window. Yay! YOLO! Go all in. Thank you, Hexadal. This chart is free. Yes, it is, Jesus. Yep. Everything is free on Aurochs until it's not. Everything's been free since 2017. So They have some extra features like signals and stuff where you need to have tokens in your wallet to get take full advantage of everything. But that one is free. In my opinion, if Pulse launches, people will start seeing some big gains. The smart ones could decide to jump right in and keep it going up. Luke Duke, I mean, I understand that. But I've launched 40 projects and every one's been the same. Goes up, then it comes back down. So are you using the foreign income exclusion when you file your US taxes? Yep. Yes, sir. I've been qualified for that since 2012. ETH is going to dump for people. I don't think so. Can you use two different treasures on the same computer? For sure. Absolutely. I feed my dog kangaroo meat nice and lean. Good for his coat as well. Damn, Brendan. It's gangsta. But hey, you guys got lots of kangaroos. ATX Crypto, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Oh, ATX just wrapped up. Cool. I use 3 browsers, 3 MetaMasks as front ends for separate treasures. Also learn to use passphrase hidden wallets. Absolutely. Yep. Kangaroo meat would be expensive here in Canada. I just buy beef and chicken. Nice raw drumsticks for the crunch. Get an emu drumstick. Oh, goodness. I just got a big order of peptides. Look at you. Look at all that. Sandra's just like throwing the money. She's like, give me everything. Wait for rate increases in a few days. That's right. Kinetics, do you think it's going to drop more? How much more do you think this market's going to drop? Only 10%, 20%? Even with the same can do multiple treasures. Just got to do things in order, but use separate browsers with for each works great. Man, everyone's there's a lot of people watching tonight all across HEX crypto. Yeah, I don't do needles. Screw that shit. I can't stand needles. I'm a nurse and I can't stand them. Yes, please. All right, I want to show you guys something. Let me get rid of this one. Randy did something tonight, and I want to brag a little bit. I said stop screen. Okay, present, share screen. Sorry, I have to click things around here. All right. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So I finally got the blog up on nopermissions.com. And this is my first article. It's called, I used AI to write the article. Obviously, I didn't use AI to make the image. But it is, what is MiCA and what impact will it have in the EU over cryptocurrency and digital assets? So they just made this law all about cryptocurrencies and digital assets. It went into law over in the EU. And it talks all about it. This article is amazing, and I want to thank AI for writing it. There's obviously stuff that I had to do, like I had to go put the links and stuff like that. So it's got the source here. I can click on that. It'll show the sources. And then I took portions of the text that I thought were appropriate, and I made a video. And video is amazing. It took me like 30 minutes to do, and it was so great. So AI went and broke down every part of the MiCA law and what it does and what it's for, and the requirements and obligations, crypto service providers. Additionally, CASPs must prove this is about the crypto service providers, stability and soundness, ability to safeguard users' funds, adherence to prudential standards, implementation of controls to ensure that they are not engaged in proprietary trading, avoidance of conflicts of interest, ability to comply with anti-money laundering and counterfeiting the financing of terrorism, the potential impacts, the market growth, investor protection, innovation, scope of regulation, challenges, industry concerns. I mean, this is just phenomenal. What we have in front of us, if you guys want to look at this, how amazing this shit is. Check it out. And then if you want, if you could do me a favor, after, when you look at the video, then click on the YouTube and if you guys, I just started this No Permissions YouTube channel. So if you guys can subscribe to it, it'd be really cool. Or like that video too, just so it can get to the algorithm. So it's a brand new channel I just set up recently. So I think it's going to be, No Permissions is not just crypto. No Permissions, it's health. It's second passports, digital nomad, living abroad, that kind of stuff, a little bit different than what we do in crypto. I have a lot more interests besides crypto, and No Permissions is where those things are going to happen. So check it out. It's going to be pretty badass. And my partner, when he gets here, so the goal is when my partner gets here and his wife is here, she happens to be a lawyer, but when she comes to Panama, she's not going to have any work. They're in Barcelona right now. And she's Spanish. So she's going to be part of the team, but she'll be the one doing the articles, and I'll have to teach her how to do all this. And I'm a social media guy, and I used to build websites back in the day, and I used to set up social media networks for companies and do all kinds of stuff like that, including crypto companies. That's why I launched over 40 projects. I used to joke that I was the black hand of crypto. I was always behind the scenes. People really didn't know who I was, but I was there. And what I want to do with No Permissions, I want to have fingers out all over the place, but bring everybody in and then introduce them to like Pulse Chain and HEX and making sure that people get a second residency. Doesn't have to have a passport, but have a residency because it can really save your ass and things like that. And on top of that, anti-aging stuff, supplements, healthy living. Maybe I'll probably bring on somebody who's a gym rat to talk about working out, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be interesting as we grow. I remember I worked with Dollar Vigilante for many years, and I saw the scope of what they were doing and the conferences that they did. We're going to have live conferences. We're going to have courses. Ben Dubart is on the team. Ben and I are doing the A to Z crypto course. You can see the link down below as well. And it's just going to be all kinds of stuff. So I hope you guys come with me on this journey. If you don't, no problem. But I'm not going to feed you bullshit. I'm going to try to keep it real and keep ego out of the way, because I think it's more important to educate and to help people along their journey in life rather than just try to make money off of them. So we won't be these people that are going to charge tons of money for stuff. Most of the information is going to be for free. And if you want a little bit more, then that's what the Patreon's for. All the stuff on the website is going to be free. If you want to buy a t-shirt or something, that's not free. Okay. Don't read into the My wife's making t-shirts, making designs. She's doing all kinds of stuff. The store's already up. Check it out. NoPermissions.com. I'm going through, trying to see where we are. Bob Wells, Bob and your dogs, they're like your kids. Ciao, brother. Pac-Man says he's hungry. He wants some kangaroo. Oh, God. I've had a time of adding passphrases to my ledger over the weekend, but I finally did it. Nice. 15 to 20% pullback. Nice. Emu drumstick feed the whole family, probably multiple times over. Okay, cool. He dropped 50236. I have to live longer so I can spend my sack. That sounds so funny. What? Icosa? 64? Wow, it was in the 50s earlier today. Icosa, just the liquidity in Icosa has been dropping. And I have a hunch that people are pulling their liquidity because they're getting ready for Pulse Chain launch. We were at over $150,000 with the liquidity just 2 weeks ago. Now we're sitting at 93,000 or so. That's not very much. Doesn't take much to move prices. Will we have AI robots wipe our asses soon also, Pac-Man? Absolutely. Be careful of using semi-glutide, guys. Has negative heart effects and negative bone density effects. Never heard of that one. Haven't tried Kala. Don't think I will. Is that koala? Yeah, they're too cute. Oh, goodness. Kennex, do you lift, bro? Just lift, man. That's all you need. No need those junks. Sure you do. I've seen a koala take on a dog in the wild. They're vicious things if you get on their wrong side. Yep. Hey, so are sloths. Crypto sloth, are you around? Sloths have these big curved claws, and they're super sharp. If you piss off a sloth and you're in front of them, they'll take that claw and they'll dig right into you real slow. You know those scenes where they take a knife and they stick it into someone real slow? Well, that's what a sloth does. Pick them up from the back, never from the front. Yeah, not only does it help you lose fat, you'll lose muscle too, more rapidly using semaglutide than other weight loss supplements. I never even heard of that stuff. My supplements will put Randy to shame. I lift daily kinetics. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm lifting 3 days a week, but going to the gym 7 days a week. People might say that's too much, but look, man, I've hit my 5,000 steps and my heart limit that I need to get every day for the last 2 weeks, and it feels great. Love it. Now I'm getting to that point where I'm not even getting sore. Kinetics, oh yeah, cool. Kettlebells are awesome. Got it sitting right over here. Just don't bring on the actual gym rat. Well, what's wrong with him? He's cool. I was his first guest when he started a long time ago. I think I was one of Corey's first guests too. 185 at 5'9", 10% body fat. Man, stop showing off, man. Got 10% of my body fat in one of my legs. Oh, God. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. Good seeing your comments are fresh and fit. I'm behind now in vid, but y'all check out Maduka honey for healing wounds. Honey's amazing. Hello, Dane. Good to see you, sir. You guys are just having conversations. Is there any questions? Polls can go out this week. Seems like month end. Yeah, I'm still thinking May. I hope it comes out in a couple days. HEX liquidity was reshuffled to support 5.4%, 5.4 cent range. Guess the whales want price suppressed, so no dump at snapshot for Pulse Chain. Isn't that weird though? I still can't get over it. I'm a marketer. Richard's a marketer. Who convinced Richard that not having a pump was a good idea? I don't get it. We could have bet 50 cents right now. Hit that FOMO. It would have been so much fun. Yes, they are. Sloths are adorable. Have you ever seen the picture? Let me see. I'm going to pull it up. And there it is. It's an article I wrote on Steam years ago. Share this tab. There I am, high-fiving a sloth. Oh, wait. Here we go. That's me high-fiving a three-toed? Yeah, three-toed sloth. The only reason why a sloth comes down from a tree is to change trees or to take a shit. That's the only reason why they come down from trees. That was by where we used to live. We used to live about 45 minutes from the city. And let's see what else we got here. Why are sloths so slow? How much money did that earn? This article earned me $53.57. Man, Steam, it was awesome. God, I miss it. 5 years ago. Jeez. You guys know what Steam it was, then you guys are true crypto OGs. My first post on Steam earned me $5,200. Oh God, I still can't get over it. Oh God, I gotta try to find that article. Hold on. Randy Hilarski intro. Never mind. Let's see. Randy Hilarski. You guys gotta understand that crypto has been so amazing ever since it came out. Here we go. Is this it? No. Goodness gracious. No, I can't find it. Sorry. I'm not going to go bother you guys with that. But yeah, it was crazy. Semi-glutide. Yeah. Thank you. Where is the article on the no permission site? I don't have, I have to put up a blog post section. I haven't put that up there yet. I just finished the article. You guys got to give me time. Look, I've been out of building websites for so long that finding stuff is like learning all over again, and it's been quite the journey. Like Ben and I originally were going to have the course on the no permissions website, but man, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get the site where I wanted it to be in order to take payments and stuff like that. And he already had everything up on his site, so we listed it on Ben's site instead. Nice, Brendan. Will you put new money in HEX post-launch? Ooh, yes. If the price dips where I expect it to, yes. It's true. One of our first guests appreciates you. Oh, that, yeah. You guys too. I sacrificed, or not sacrificed for weight. I claimed my weight, geez, almost a year ago. I never liked having a trainer. When I was in the Navy, I was the fat boy trainer. So everyone had to come see me 3 days a week. I think it was like 3 p.m. and I just ran them to death. Worked out. Maybe if the OA wants to make parity, it will be easier to achieve at lower price at the bridge. It's true, but man, how hard? Valiant, that's right. Steam it days. RH introduces ideas on building Pulse on a stream May 4th, 2021. Maybe we'll have a second anniversary present. Ooh, maybe. Jesus, no, you can still post there, but you're just not going to make a lot of money. You see, my mom, she's posting on Hive, which is a fork of Steam It. You're better off going to Hive. I liked when Jimmy Dore would say, "We're on Steam It. We're steaming it right now." I don't think he understood what it was. Steam It was my intro to crypto, thanks to you. Yeah, my mom made a decent amount of money on Steam It. Rock and Randy, keep it on, keep on. Thumbs up to the cheap HEX again. Shake out to the weekends. Yep, that's right. All right, you guys. Well, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna go chill with my son for 45 minutes or so before he goes to bed, because he's always he's a 10:30 kid. Sorry, we're horrible parents. But he wakes up at like 9 a.m. every day. Oh God. Thank you, Bill, Tony, and Bob. Go take care of your dogs, bro. Cheers, everybody. I'm outie.